Today I'm sharing a typical party menu that can inspire your Christmas time during hosting when you're hosting many people, or it can give you inspiration for a dinner recipe, or can just be helpful as you practice hospitality. And this time I thought to work on jollof rice, a recipe I have done before, but I had Kenyanized it and made it really budget friendly. And this time I thought to stay as close as possible to how the experts explain it. Not a very easy recipe to work on, but I'm grateful that the results were worth it. We really love it in our household. And so began by working on my base. I have tried to give a bit of direction in the description or caption below, as well as the ingredients. So I'm just showing snippets of how I was working on this recipe, including working on the tomato base with all the ingredients they are in, blending, and then getting to work on the broth that I boiled and then got to fry the chicken. Of course, the onion in the oil is there just to give it flavor. Set aside, reduced the oil, and proceeded to work now on the jollof rice by frying the onion, adding the tomato paste, proceeded to fry it after the onions were tender for about 10 minutes, and then added my tomato base, added some spices, stirred in the rice, and of course added the broth and the water that was needed. I didn't have foil paper, so I covered with my baking paper, allowed it to cook on very low heat because I couldn't trust myself with this kind of heavy rice on a fairly high flame for about 20 to 25 minutes. Got to stir it. It looked like it was going to be very tight. I wasn't sure it would cook, but after I stirred it and covered and allowed it to cook another 15 minutes or 20, I mean, it came out so fluffy and nice, and I was grateful that our recipe eventually worked. Very grateful for that. My daughter, on the other hand, worked on a shawarma recipe with, of course, working on the base of mayonnaise ranch. Just a mayonnaise, she had put some spices, applied it on a wrap, arranged all the ingredients that are in the description therein, and then got to wrap it. And that's what we had, together with a simple carrot salad that my other daughter worked on. So I trust this would be a blessing for your hospitality, inspiration as you work on dinner recipes. Enhance your hospitality for the glory of God.